Hello and welcome to our virtual tour of our degrees here at the University Centre Hastings at our Station Plaza campus and our Ore Valley campus. My name is Dan and I'm going to be giving you a whistle-stop tour of a whole range of courses from business to IT to art and everything in between. This is UCH. Here we are on the 5th floor of our Station Plaza campus, and this right here is our Designer Maker Studio. This is where our students create amazing artwork. As you'll see all around me, it's unique. They are putting their skills, their talent into their artwork. Now, if you're interested in ceramics, glass, metal or textiles, this is the place you are going to be studying in. We have dedicated workshops for you to experiment, explore and develop expertise in these areas. Our glass studio has specialist glass kilns, grinders and facilities to create moulds for casting glass. Our metalwork studio allows you to learn gold and silver smithing skills, metal casting and jewellery making. Our ceramic studio is an amazing space to throw, hand build and cast ceramic objects. We have a dedicated glaze room, plaster room and kiln room with 5 pottery kilns in it. Welcome to our fine art workspace. We're so lucky to have dedicated spaces for our students, dedicated work bays, workstations for them to produce amazing, interesting, unique artwork. Our students in fine art have the chance to collaborate with their peers in other subjects to make innovative, creative work. They also get the chance to use our print room downstairs. Again, all of our students are free to use this space that boasts specialist equipment to work in screen printing, block print and a separate area for textile printing and dyeing. Welcome to one of our amazing creative spaces. This is one of our illustration classrooms. We're really lucky at UCH to have a few different spaces for illustration students to work in, but I really want to show off this one because of the view. It's great for a creative to be able to see over Hastings, look at Hastings Castle, look at the sea, look over the town, and even on days like today where it's snowing, look at the amazing creation of Hastings and get inspired by it. And we've got other classrooms as well. But let's meet Andrew to tell us a little bit more about the course.
My name's Andrew Grace. I'm the course lead for BA Visual Communication Illustration. What I really like about teaching the course is seeing students develop and seeing their wit or humour evolve and emerge, as well as their own unique creative style.
As the class sizes are quite small, it means you get more one-on-one time with the tutors, so you can talk about anything and you're not having to wait for quite a while to see someone, so that if there's something that you need to change or if you have an idea that you're sort of uncertain on, you can always go to someone and they'll be happy to help you with whatever you need, really.
The course is set across 3 years. In the first year, it's quite a technical based course where we start to look at things like techniques, software, etc. But alongside that is also things like ideas generation, concept development, etc. In the second year, we start to branch out a little bit more and try and move students away from just thinking that illustration is based on paper and trying to get them to work on more 3D objects in more other adventurous ways, whether or not that's textiles or even moving into print. In the third year, it's really based around them as an individual. So although it's confined to kind of set briefs and modules, students will still have the freedom within them to explore their own personal interests, and therefore the year then results in a final major project which gets presented as a final show.
Over the 3 years, I've learned more sort of practical skills. So I've done a couple of different workshops with some of the tutors. For example, I work with Radiator Arts and we helped children make umbrellas for the Fat Tuesday festival that we have. And that was quite interesting because you're helping someone and you're sort of teaching them how to do different bits and pieces and it's going in and it's being used for a festival, so it's something productive.
So the teachers that we have on the course are from a very wide and diverse range of backgrounds. So they each bring their own unique take to illustration with them, and they're here to work with the students to develop their own styles and not just duplicate the tutor's style that they're working with at the time. We find this is really beneficial, and it helps students to open up and explore other avenues of their own work and their own creativity to then get a truly unique style for them. So we have a wide variety of students that come to us, some with more traditional backgrounds in illustration, some with more digital backgrounds. The course is open to all, and what we try to do as we work through that course is to look at those alternative areas. So tutors will work with you to develop more like kind of traditional techniques, as well as tutors that work purely in digital formats. What we find is that we like to challenge the students and therefore push them from, if they are a traditional based artist, to being more of a digital one, to help increase their skill sets and increase their employability when they leave the course.
I think it's really good because you can go into any of the functioning workshops that we have. For example, we've got ceramics, we've got printmaking, and I've utilised them all many times, and it's something that other campuses don't necessarily offer their illustration students because they just think, oh, you can draw. They don't necessarily see the practicality of, combining two different mediums together to create something new and better, and that's something you can do here. And it's something that I enjoy doing very much. If
you're looking to study a BA illustration course, come to us. Our small classes are great because you get to know the tutors get to know you, and therefore we're really able to help you develop your own unique style of illustration to help you be individual in the creative industry.
Welcome back, and as you can see, we are in our graphic design studio. And we're here to give you a range of skills, techniques and initiatives to help you with your career, help you push forward into the area you want to be working in. And as you can see, our students create amazing work, and they're able to explore traditional routes or more digital graphic design methods. And they're also able to use all the facilities that we've already shown and so much more. Now, if you're a little bit worried about money being an issue while studying at the University Centre Hastings, then don't worry. Let's hand over to Student Finance England to tell us a little bit more.
Students at uni or college have two main costs: tuition fees and living costs. The good news is that there's lots of financial help available to help pay for these. There's a tuition fee loan to cover fees and a loan to help pay for living costs, such as rent, books or travel. As with any other loan, these have to be repaid. The difference here is that student loans don't have to be paid back until the student has finished or left their course, and their income is over a certain amount of money. The amount repaid each month will be based on their income, not how much they borrowed. Interest will be charged from the day the first student finance payment is made to the student until the loan is repaid in full or cancelled. There's also extra financial help available for students with a disability or students who have children or an adult who depends on them financially. Unlike loans, these don't usually have to be paid back.
If you want to know more about student finance, then head over to the website escg.ac.uk. Now, right now we're in our animation studio, which is full of Macs or PCs, depending on which you prefer. And our students get to work on a range of activities, whether that be stop frame, whether that be CGI, or maybe working with these light boxes behind me on illustration and doing character drawings. There's a wide range of areas of industry you can go and work in, whether that be TV, film, gaming, virtual reality, or even property and surveying. And we've had many students go on to many of these careers. But don't just take my word for it, let's see some of the work our students have produced this year. It's great seeing so much work and a variety of work with our animation students. Now right now, we've moved slightly over on the 5th floor and we are looking at photography. And photography is much more than just taking a picture. It's so much more than that. Here at the University Centre Hastings, we are helping you thrive, giving you an opportunity to grow as an artist. And we're going to give you everything that you need to help you develop on your career. Whether that be with equipment, we've got lights, we've got tripods, we've got cameras, all that you can borrow for your work. We're also so lucky to have this space and a classroom. Now what's so great about this space is it's dedicated to our HE students, meaning no other student's going to get access to it, which means because of our smaller class sizes, it is always accessible. We also have a dark room for you to explore traditional methods of photography. And welcome to our Health and Social and Early Years classroom. Now these courses are designed to help you with your future, get you into the career that you want to go into. And we love this course so much, so we've added 2 top-ups to both of the courses, meaning we can offer you a full degree, a full 3-year degree here at Station Plaza. Now if you want to know more about either of the courses, then head over to escdegrees.co.uk where you can meet Angie, and she's our course leader and she's going to tell you more about the courses in detail. Maybe you want to know more about our business courses that you want to do here at the college. Then let's meet Helene to tell us a little bit more.
Hi, my name's Helene and I'm the Higher Education Subject Lead for Business here at the University Centre Hastings. At UCH we offer you 3 different business courses, a Level 4 Higher National Certificate, a Level 5 Higher National Diploma, both of which are accredited by Pearson, as well as a business top-up degree with your qualification being awarded by the University of Brighton. Both of our HNC and HND are studied full-time at 2 days a week, and our top-up degree can also be studied 1 year full-time or 2 years part-time. Usually students with us study for the full 3 years, so starting with Level 4 in Year 1, Level 5 in Year 2, carrying on to the top-up degree in Year 3. Or you can do sort of like a pick and mix with the qualifications because they are standalone courses themselves. Once students have finished their course, they can either go on to do their master's degree because they've got the top-up degree, or you can get that promotion or that job that you've always wanted for. Studying with us, I think, will give you just a really great overview of business as a whole. So for example, in Year 1 we cover modules such as the business environment, marketing and human resource management. In Year 2 we move on to topics like understanding organisational behaviour and brand management. Finishing off in the top-up degree, you'll look at modules like strategy, people and systems, and the beloved dissertation that people always really enjoy. I'd say that one of the things that we really pride ourselves on in the business department at UCH that I think we feel sets us apart from other universities are our small classes. So for example, one of our biggest classes this year is actually 12 students, and that enables us to have like a much more intimate learning experience. So as tutors, we're able to get to know our students, how you as students learn best, so that we can adapt our teaching accordingly. Also, having smaller class sizes means that you can have access to us, your tutors, pretty much whenever you need. But another thing that I really like is that you get to know your classmates better. So most of our students come from a variety of backgrounds. So some have come straight up from college and others have stepped back into education after many years of working. So that means that not only you're learning from us, your tutors, but you're also learning from each other, which is something that I think is really invaluable.
Last year we studied units such as marketing and accounting, and this year we studied units such as talent management and organisational behaviours. And I'd say that my favourite unit this year is organisational behaviours.
So if you like the sound of our course so far, you might actually want to know who it is that's teaching you. Well, as a teaching team, we've got a wealth of business and academic experience. I myself am a Brighton alumni. I did my undergraduate business degree at Brighton. I also did my PGCE there. And I'm also currently busy with my master's degree in human resource management. And I've been working at East Sussex College for almost 5 years. I started in the further education department before joining the Hastings, the higher education department, about 2 years ago. And I honestly can say that I love my job, and I hope that my passion for my subject, but most importantly, you, the students, can be seen.
I wasn't planning on staying until the third year originally because I didn't know how I would feel studying in a new country because it's a completely new routine. But because I'm enjoying it so much, I am thinking of staying until the third year, and then I'm planning on opening my own business. I don't ever stress about having to come to college, whereas I used to feel very stressed about coming to school in France. So that's a major bonus point.
And if none of that sparks your interest, imagine being able to walk to the beach in under 5 minutes on your lunch break. Just something for you to have a think about.
Thank you so much, Helene, for sharing. Now this right here, this is our teacher training classroom, and you're going to be taught by Hayley, who is an amazing lecturer who loves to teach people to become teachers themselves. Now, depending on your qualifications, you can either study a certificate in education or a postgraduate certificate in education. So if you have tons of industry experience and you want to get into teaching, you should definitely get in touch with us. Now let's meet our HE engineering teacher, Peter, who did just this.
I've worked in mechanical, marine and civil engineering on 6 continents for over 25 years, as well as a Royal Engineer, and have done many things, from being the engineer in charge of the reconstruction of Hastings Pier after the fire in 2010, to running engineering projects and apprenticeships through the Middle East. I decided to become a college lecturer in 2018 when I was in my early 60s, as I had a tremendous bank of knowledge and skills to motivate younger people. Seeing the dawn of realization creep across a student's face when they discover and understand something is absolutely fantastic. I teach a variety of engineering topics, from materials testing and welding through to calculus and engineering management, and I find it incredibly rewarding. Sometimes it can be a while later that you can see how your knowledge and experience has infused the next generation of engineers and technicians. There have been challenges, such as picking up the workload when someone left partway through an academic career. However, I really enjoy the interaction with other like-minded professionals, plus the job security and longer holidays. And I've got plenty of years teaching left in me still. To other people who are considering a change of career, I'd say look at an establishment such as East Sussex College, where there is a program to take on people from industry and put them through certification courses. You will feel valued and can contribute your hard-won skills for many years to come. So go for it. It'll be one of the best, most rewarding career moves that you can make. Hello, my name's Peter Wheeler. I'm the course leader for the Mechanical and Electronic Engineering at East Sussex College, and it's the Ore Valley campus where we have our engineering department in Hastings. So we take students who have already got a reasonable qualification in mathematics and probably got a level 3 already, or having done possibly A levels. Some people come to us with that. A lot of companies send students to us to progress through their different levels, and so we take them on as higher apprentices, and they may be on a day release program to come in 1 day a week. And the sort of things they'll cover on the mechanical engineering is things like materials engineering. They do quite a lot of CAD, virtual engineering modeling. They do quite a lot of theory in the way of properties of materials, mechanical principles. There's mathematics they'll be learning, as well as, of course, the ordinary computers.
I'm studying the course because I wanted to get a real foundation in engineering that can be useful in a professional environment. And so far, what I've learned on this course has really it's really allowed me to see what I will be using. It's not just about the science and engineering, but it's also about the management techniques that I might need to be using in a professional environment.
When students complete their HNC, quite often they go on to do an HND with us, and then from that they can progress on to do their BSc top-up. If they leave us at different stages, they go on and do different jobs with local companies. There's quite a good, strong, small-scale engineering businesses in town, and also from outside. We have students that are coming down from London to do their degree top-up with us, so it's worth their travel. We're going to be travelling from Canterbury, from Eastbourne, of course, to join us for our courses. And of course, quite a lot of students are sent here by their companies, so they'll go back onto their companies having completed their course, and they're on a progression which their companies are sponsoring them for. So if you could find a company to sponsor you, not only are you getting your tuition fees paid, they're also paying you at the same time.
I really enjoy learning anything that will help me to create things, change, fix, really reuse, recycle, renew. And this course is, it's giving me what I want. It often feels like our classes are almost one-to-one. So for me, who sometimes struggle to learn in large classes, it's a really great learning environment.
The reason why you ought to come and study with us is because now, strange enough, it's the ideal opportunity. While the future is uncertain, and you may not have a job, or you may be in a job which is slightly a possibility of changing, why not come and study now? Get yourself qualified a little bit further up the line, get yourself some management experience in terms of doing some of the management modules, and so that will actually put you one step ahead of anyone else.
We have a partnership with Sussex College Group. I work in the Hastings campus, covering Ore and Station Plaza. What happens is we offer representation to the students doing courses in the colleges. What it means is we have a whole team, a support team for them. We have a BSc support. We have a group of advocates who will help the students overcome any academic misconduct issues they might have, but also we help them if they need to present extensions or mitigating circumstances for assignments, that sort of thing. We offer help. The other very important thing we do is student voice. We train course reps in the courses, and the idea behind the course reps is that they can offer an effective representation for their peers in the course, and then they can feedback the college and us in order to improve the course. We ask them to tell us the positive, so the college can continue doing this, but also think that they might want to see change, maybe timetables, resources, etc. The other thing we do that for us is very important is well-being campaigns. Students will set up their own campaigns and we support them. One of them is, for example, a couple of years ago we started doing pet therapy. The idea behind this is that we bring dogs, in effect. We have a nice area where the students can come and sit and pet the dogs, particularly during the stressful times. And we have found that actually it's very good. The students love it. They queue to see the doggies, and it's very good because they engage with them. But also we use that as an excuse to slip in advice, brochures about mental well-being and things like that. And for us, that's very, very important.
Thank you so much to our student union team. I know they cannot wait to put on events for you when you join us in September. Now this right here, this is one of our computer rooms for our computing degree courses. This room is designed to help you with your career, designed to help you with your aspirations and get you where you want to get to. And we've had so many students do some amazing things, so just as a couple of them. We've had some of the students go and create databases. We've had some students set up cybersecurity for some of the biggest companies in the world. But don't just take my word for it. Let's meet Kath, who will tell you a little bit more.
Hi, I'm Catherine Lampard, and I am a lecturer in HE and Computing. The course that we run makes a huge difference to students in the area. We're able to take students who would find it much more difficult to study in much larger environments such as universities. We're able to make very different choices for our students. We're getting our students in at year one. We start off with an understanding they have no prior knowledge in any of the subjects. Our learning curve is very, very steep. However, they're able to move through to year two and on to our full degree, our top-up year. We've been running our degree at the Hastings campus now for 3 years, and within those 3 years we have gained a large proportion of firsts from our students. We're hugely proud of that. Our students recently have been going into programming roles, networking roles. Our course is very much designed to allow our students to develop their careers later. We can no longer produce simply programmers or database experts. Within the computing industry, we need to have our students know all of the surrounding areas and have good enough knowledge of that. To be able to work within any industry area. As a networker, you need to be able to understand the databases behind. As a programmer, you need to be able to understand the data information around. My area of expertise is databases, information systems, up to data mining, data warehousing activities, business intelligence. I also work with business analysis, understanding the processes that happen within businesses and how we can ensure better efficiency within those.
I'm doing the top-up year, but I'm actually splitting it over 2 years and doing a part-time version of the course. So this year it's only half as intensive as it is for anybody else that I'm on the course with. And then next year I'll have a new group who'll come up and I'll be doing kind of only again half of what they're doing. So for me, with everything else I've got to do, it is absolutely perfect. It couldn't be more perfect to come back to do less work over a longer period of time. It's only going to take 2 years and then that's my degree done.
I said last year we gained 4 firsts out of 5 students. So our students do phenomenally well in the environment. It makes a huge difference to have our students in really well-formed groups. And another one of our biggest successes was a guy who carried out a placement year for Merrill Lynch. This is a huge financial company based in America. Before he came back to complete his top-up year, before he knew what he was going to be gaining, they headhunted him and he was taken straight over to California for 6-month training, and the last thing we knew he was driving around in a Porsche in London. Very nice. So whatever we do, what we seem to manage to do is create amazingly successful students, and that is continuously. We always have done, we always will. I think part of the difference that we make is our smaller group sizes and our group formations as a result. The need for peer resources, for peer help, makes a huge difference to our students and their abilities later on. It allows us to give much better support, not only academically, but in terms of life as it is and studying. A lot of our students come in as mature students or students with outside responsibilities and difficulties. And so being able to support those aspects better makes a big difference to our students.
I mean, obviously with the problems, unprecedented problems in the world, we're actually getting more support than normal, and on top of that we've got small classes, so the support we're actually getting is almost one-to-one sometimes. So in terms of what you're paying for in a university, you're actually getting 5 times your money here, and it's not a case of, you know, it's not a black and white to and fro. It's very much an interconnected personal interaction with your tutors, and then if you need extra coaching on other times, they can arrange it. If I wanted to come in on a day when I wasn't even here and arrange more time with them, I can do. You know, we've always got the chance for extensions if we've got mitigating circumstances and whatnot, so they are always there without fail, really, almost to a fault, because I would say it digs into their own personal lives much more than maybe it should. If people want to study and they're looking forward to starting something new in their lives, then there's absolutely no doubt that this kind of place and this kind of atmosphere, these kind of tutors is the way forwards. You know, if you want to study, then this is the place to study.
Thank you so much for joining us for our virtual tour of University Centre Hastings. If you've enjoyed what you've seen and you want to apply, then you can apply directly. Head over to www.escg.ac.uk or drop us an email, hellohe@escg.ac.uk. We can't wait to see you this September.